Hello, everybody, and welcome to the AFK Hour podcast. I'm your host, jlucio, and today we have the younger and more rebellious Poteo brother, LeoErebus.
Hello, everybody.
The prettiest member in SavePoint, SqueakyToad.
Oh, thanks.
And probably the most toxic person I know, Snakierbod.
Hey, that's me.
Okay, first off, is everyone okay with being called their IGNs, or would they rather be called their actual names?
I think if you're talking to me personally, I think it would just better be off being Marcos. But if it's like online or something, I'm already used to being LeoErebus, so it's same either or.
I can't remember the last time you guys have called me by my real name, so I guess we'll just stick to Snakierbod.
Yeah, I've always just known you as Snakierbod.
I feel like I'm the only one that actually calls it by his real name.
That's not even like very often either.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least for me, I don't know your real name, Snakierbod, so you're always been Snakierbod to me.
Snakierbod, first and last name.
Did you know that his he's actually related to Tony Romo?
It's
Actually? Like-
unfortunately, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's.
I learned something new.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yep, that's why he sucks.
Damn. Alright. Yep. Well, for me, you guys can call me Squeaky, SqueakyToad, or Darlena. All three are interchangeable. It doesn't matter to me. But preferably online, just Squeaky or SqueakyToad.
And for me, just call me George or Lucio. I'd rather be called George than Lucio, though. Just preference, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, how do we all know each other? The person I'm probably known the longest is probably Marcos, because he's, like I said earlier, he's Nick's younger brother.
Yep, I've known you for probably as long as you know Nick. Probably just like a couple months later.
Yeah, and probably like 2 years later, that's when I met Snakierbod.
Oh,
We're ganging up on we're ganging up on this mutual friend named George Yang in Halo, correct?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. How long was this ago?
He was in middle school, probably.
Oh, yeah, I was in
Dude,
middle
yeah.
school when I met you guys. That was. I've known you guys longer than I've known my wife, and I've known her for 9 years. So probably like 11,
Uh-oh.
which is crazy if you think about it online.
A whole
Yeah.
decade.
And
Over.
I met SqueakyToad, Darlena, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. She's a newest member.
Yeah,
Wait, has
that's
it-
about 2 years ago.
Has
I
it
met
really
everyone.
been that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
It's
that's
been a while.
surreal to me. Oh my god.
Wait, how
Time
did you
flies.
guys meet again?
You want me to say the story, or you say it, Marcus?
I'll go ahead and start it off. All right, so me, I am a ladies' man, and I like
Oh, boy.
to talk to females. It's entertaining for me. So there was this one time that I was going through Twitch, just looking at people, mostly females, but just looking at people, seeing what's going on at the low viewers. Just kept going like really down, scrolling all the way down in a bunch of different game categories. And eventually we were looking, I believe, at League of Legends or at Overwatch. Well, no, George was looking there, and then he stumbled upon SqueakyToad channel. And I think it just started off from there.
Yeah, what was the first thing you put in my chat, George?
For some reason, I thought it was the best idea to be like, "Are you mad?" That's the first thing.
No.
Are you angry? Why do you look
No,
angry?
I remember as the exact words you said in that chat. It was, "Why do you look angry?" No punctuation, no capitalization, no nothing.
Yeah, you gotta love going up to people.
You
and
know,
just being
how
like,
was I supposed to take that?
What are you
I
trying
don't
to
know.
say?
Looking back, I kind of regret it, 'cause, like, that's your first impression of me, asking you why you look angry.
No, the answer was because of you saying that.
Yeah, basically, you knew that you're gonna be friends with me for a very long time, and I'm gonna
No,
bring you
no.
along to all this stuff. That's why you're angry.
No. I didn't think I was gonna be friends with you still to this day. At that point,
Uh-oh.
I was like,
But
"Damn,
here we
another
are.
troll."
Surprised that wasn't the end of it.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, "Why are you angry?" And she's like, "That's just my normal face." And then I was like, "You want to play League?"
Damn, George, you're so smooth, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I was playing League with her.
Yeah, the very in my stream, I sometimes play with my viewers if they request to play with me, and so George asked to play along with this other guy, who I don't remember his name, but
Yeah, me neither.
George, you want to tell the story?
Yeah.
Remember it better than me.
So basically, she invited me to her Discord with this other kid, and it was a kid. Like he was like in his 18s, like early teens, not early teens, like late teens, 18, 17. But I mean, he technically is a kid, right? But yeah. So anyways, we hop onto Discord and we start playing, and I'm just trying to be really chill, be like trying to impress this girl.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, shut up, mom. Trying to impress this girl. So I was playing Morgana, I was supporting her, she was playing Jinx, and I was hitting everybody and everything. Like she's like, "Oh, good job," and we were synergizing. But then like we noticed that the kid that we were playing with, he wasn't having a good time. He was playing top, and he kept on dying, and he was just like, calm down. That's him. I'm reenacting.
Are you sure it wasn't me on there? Yeah.
I mean, he did the same thing, but he was just like, calm down, breathe. Okay. That's total. Oh, calm down. I was just like, yikes! Like this kid, like
yikes.
He has like something, like an issue, and I knew that. Well, I mean, me and Darlena weren't talking because he was really loud, and I didn't want to like say something and like trigger him even more. Yeah. So I decided just to stay quiet, and we played that game, and Darlena decides to end the stream right after that game, rightly so.
Yeah. I just didn't know how to handle that situation. I was like, you know what? I am.
All right, I'm gonna head out now.
So the kid he just leaves the Discord, and me and Darlena stayed in Discord, and I was like, that was weird, right? That's not normal. And you said like, oh yeah, that was really weird. I was really uncomfortable. But yeah,
I did not expect that to happen. You know, like if someone's asking to play with you, you wouldn't expect them to rage or anything while they're playing the game with you, right? You expect to have a good time, but in that game, I was trying to have a good time, but then he just kind of ruined it.
What was that guy's first message? Was it, why do you look so angry too?
I think he just asked to play a game with us. Yeah, I believe so.
And do you remember our first interaction, Snakierbod? Like it was just making fun of George Yang, I think.
I feel like there's so many different stories. Like none of us 100% really remember how we met.
It's like one of the myths.
Yeah, it seems to revolve around laughing at George Yang though, which I can believe.
So this is how I met Snakierbod.
Yeah, so I was just a little kid. It was Halo 2, right?
No, it was Halo 3. We were playing on Forge, if I remember correctly.
The Xbox 360. Oh my, that was a long time ago.
All I remember is getting on and Snakierbod always being like, "Oh, Nick's little brother, get him out of here!"
I don't know why I was so mean to Marcos. I regret being mean to him.
I do remember you specifically say, "Hey, don't invite me when Marcos is in here."
Oh boy.
I think it was probably because Marcos was just as annoying as I was. So
I thought it was just because I had a squeaky voice.
No, I had a squeaky voice too. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I don't remember why we were laughing at George Yang though.
I don't know.
I think it was you and Mark. You and Mark were saying stuff to him. We
were saying a bunch of I guess not too kind things about George Yang and his ethnicity. And Snakierbot, we just hear like a 15-year-old saying, "Yeah, that's funny," like laughing at him, and we're like, "Hey, this guy's good. He's cool in our books. Let's invite him." So then we invited him, and George Yang's like, "Why do you invite this kid? Why?" And next thing you know, now they're like best friends.
How old were you guys at this point?
I was a freshman in high school, so I was 15, so he was 14. Like Snakierbot was 14.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would have thought.
When you guys said middle school and high school, I thought it was like a bigger age difference. But...
No, I'm just 1 year ahead of him.
1 year. Yeah. Okay.
So I was in 8th grade then.
Yeah. And then, the rest is history. Like, we started playing a bunch of Halo together. We made our own game battles team, and every time we played COD, we would try to become some type of pro team. But never worked out at the end. But all those memories were really fun. I remember like talking about girl problems, and still as of today, one of my most memorable memories with Snakierbod was I just broke up with one of my ex-girlfriends, and like I was really upset, and we were playing GTA, and I was just venting to Snakierbod, and he was just like, "Don't worry, George. Before I met Crystal, I thought I was gonna die a virgin."
Man, what is that story?
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Oh, Snakierbod." But that's when I realized this is a person that really cares about our friendship. He tried to cheer me up with personal antidotes. It was really sweet.
Been through a lot.
That's the right thing to say.
Yeah.
Cheered you up, right?
Any person would say that, right?
But the thing that really pissed me off about Snakierbod, this is why I said that he was the biggest troll I know, was because he actually first off, he got me banned on Xbox Live for 2 weeks.
Wait, what? How did that happen?
You want to explain what happened, Snakierbod?
Well, I don't remember
Like,
why.
On
But
purpose?
yeah,
Okay, I know exactly what happened. I remember.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what happened was
it.
what happened was that Snakierbod put on his bio, "George Lucio is my bitch," or something like to that extent. And he was like, "Look at my bio, look at my bio." And I looked at it and I'm like, "Hell no, this guy's not gonna talk shit about me." So I put something really bad about Snakierbod. He changes his bio and then tells all his friends to ban or report me for my
message on my friend list.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I was so immature.
Yeah. And I was like, this is like in high school, junior year. So like literally we would come from school and play Xbox and that's all we did, right? So 2 weeks of no Xbox was hell.
I thought our friendship was over, to be honest. George hated me for a while after that. And rightfully so. But thank God that we were able to get over that and still be friends and then just laugh about it after.
But that's not even the worst thing he did. He freaking gave me the red rings of death on Xbox Live.
No. I made your Xbox freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was this glitch. I don't remember how you did it. It was like sending a message and then you had to do something, but it would freeze the other person's Xbox. So I did that to George, and it froze his Xbox, and he freaked out. And then he got mad at me for that too.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
All this is just making me sound like a horrible person. Jeez.
No. It's okay. If I met George back then, I would have done the same thing too.
Oh,
no.
But yeah, I mean, we all have very long stories behind our friendship. Darlena's, even though she's new, like she's also, I consider her part of our family practically. Because
we make a lot of memories so far. You know, I feel like we all get along really well.
Yep, it's true.
Thanks for welcoming me into the family.
How's the family? Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy it very much. Yeah. You know,
Especially
George
me, right?
here is like the really annoying brother.
Oh, okay.
That's a really cool one, right?
Yeah. Marcos is a really cool one. And Snakierbod's the cool cousin.
The cool cousin. He's the uncle.
Uncle is younger than us, so I can't say uncle. Had to go something lower, you know, like the nephew or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll go to the next topic. What's everybody's favorite game?
Well, at the moment, there isn't many games that I enjoy playing since I've been playing them all for a really long time. But I guess right now, it still has to be League of Legends. Even though I hate that game so much and I would rage over and over after every single game, there's something about it that always keeps me at bay.
It's addicting.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hate League of Legends. I hate it.
Yeah.
I have so many hours in it as well.
I hate it, but I still play it.
That game is so toxic. I hate it.
And yet we all still play it.
Yeah, we all play it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when you know Riot's doing a good job.
Okay, right, doing a good job.
It's the skins, man. They keep getting me. The skins are releasing.
My favorite game currently? I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile recently.
Oh, I have noticed that.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I say it's probably the best game ever made, just because
wow.
it's free to play, right? And there's pretty much like everything you can ever want in the game. It's all free to you. You don't have to pay to play or anything. You know, they do have like microtransactions, but that's just for like, skins and fancy glittery stuff to make your spells look prettier. But yeah,
Now, have you spent any money on it? On
have
the
I?
game?
I have. I've spent. I would say like $20 to $40.
That's not
So yeah, so I just pretty much they have these things called stash tabs where you can put items in and stuff, and so sometimes they have stash tab sales, and so I buy those stash tabs to have more inventory, so I can collect more things because that's my favorite thing to do is hoard. Just for the sake of collecting.
Okay. You should ask Snakierbod how much he spent on League of Legends for in-game currency.
All right. Well, before I had my own house, okay, I lived rent-free, didn't have bills. So when I first started playing League, I spent $1,000.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What about dollars back then? What about now?
Oh no, that's in total. I've definitely
okay.
on that game. But when I first started, I just kept buying all the champions. Like I would just buy champs every week so I can get them really fast because I was impatient. And then
Oh my god.
It's crazy how much money he spent.
Not proud of that.
I've been playing League for like over about 10 years now, and I still don't have all the champions, but I haven't bought any with my own money.
Yeah, I have like around $400 spent in League.
Dude, that's
400.
I have a little less than that. I have probably 100 or 200. I think the only champion that I ever bought with real life money was Skarner, because I was like, oh dude, this guy's so cool. His skin looks amazing. Back when they had released them, I played a game and that was it.
That's like every champ that gets reworked now for you.
How about you, Snakierbod? What's your favorite game?
Oh, that's an easy one. Old school RuneScape.
Oh, baby.
I've been just as addicted to that game as when it first came out. I have way more hours than any other game of it.
And how many 99s do you have?
Right now, probably 7 or 8. And I'm still not even close to being max level.
Damn.
I actually I was watching this streamer. This streamer I watched just maxed, and he had a total of about 308 days played.
Oh my god.
Total. So yeah, I'm not.
Wow.
I'm pretty addicted to that game.
Okay.
Snakierbod didn't want to get Discord because he was ashamed of how it displayed what game we're playing. He was ashamed of it showing RuneScape. That's why he didn't want to download Discord.
Yeah, it was always on Skype.
Yeah, because he totally can't get rid of it.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't know that.
I didn't know that. So that's the first thing I did.
So what happened, we were on Discord and he was like, my mic's not working. And we tried everything. And then one of our friends, Eddie, he was like, hey, you should probably just download it. It fixed it for me when I had that issue. He's like, hell no way, I'm not downloading that. Everyone's going to find out I'm playing RuneScape all the time. Everyone's just like, you could turn it off. What?
So do you have it turned off now?
Yeah, but I still use the browser. I don't use the app.
Oh, you use the browser? Okay.
Yeah.
This guy, bro. Get a load of this guy.
So what about RuneScape you like so much? Just the grind or the repetitiveness? What is it?
I honestly don't know. I don't know how any sensible person would find that game fun, honestly. You sit there and click on something for hundreds of hours at a time, and I just find it addicting for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like the reason why I play Neopets.
Oh.
Sit there and click for hours at a time, and that pretty much sums it up.
I guess I wouldn't want to introduce you to a game called Cookie Clitter then.
Oh, I know. No, I played that game before too. Okay, I'm gonna go back to playing that game. Okay.
Oh
bye.
no.
Talk to you later.
So what's the game everyone's looking forward to? It doesn't necessarily have to be like announced or like going to be released soon, or like let's say hypothetically like Half-Life 3, which it's not Alex or whatever it's called for the virtual VR.
Mm-hmm.
Like theoretically, what's the game you're looking forward to the most in the future?
I mean, there's no game that I'm really interested in right now, but I really do want a good MMO to come out. If I'm not mistaken, I think Amazon was working on one called like New World or something like that. I think it's called New World. I mean,
okay.
That one looks pretty cool. And it's by Amazon.
Yeah, supposedly it's coming out this year, and supposedly it's really good. I would think they have a lot of resources since it is owned by Amazon. I mean, all that Amazon money, it's a lot. So I would think it would be a really good game. So I guess that's the only thing I'm looking forward to this year.
I would have to say probably the next Grand Theft Auto.
That's actually a really good one.
Yeah, I know it'll happen eventually, but who knows when. But I put so many hours into Grand Theft Auto 5 online.
Yeah, all of us have actually.
Yeah, it's so fun to play with like friends and stuff, and you can always do like different things. I don't know. It's just really a really fun game.
How many copies of GTA do you have?
3. The Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then PC.
Wait, all GTA 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New systems would come out, and I was like, well, I still want to play Grand Theft Auto. I guess I'll just have to buy it for this one too.
That's the only thing I don't like about Rockstar, that they make really good games, but it takes forever to make it the PC version or different consoles or whatever. Like for like Red Dead Redemption 2, I've been waiting forever for PC, and it barely got released like a couple months ago, while on the Xbox it was released like a year ago. So it takes a while for them to port games to different consoles and whatnot.
It does.
Which makes no sense, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh well. How about you, Darlena? What's the game you're looking forward to the most?
I don't have an actual game I'm looking forward to. I have more of a theoretical. So I grew up playing a lot of StarCraft, so it has a really special place in my heart. So I would like to see StarCraft 3 come out. Since the last StarCraft 2 came out in like 2010.
Yeah, 2010, 2011 around here.
Yeah, I'd say it's about time for a third one to come out then.
Yeah, that game I also grew up playing. I played Brood War, the original StarCraft, and then in high school I was really big into StarCraft 2 with my friend Isaac, and my girlfriend at the time would get really mad at me for playing StarCraft.
Playing it too much instead of spending time with her or something?
Yeah, practically. Like we would be Skype calling, and I'd be like, "Hold on, I need to destroy the Zerg base," and like she'd hear me clicking, and then she'd get really upset for not paying attention to her. But
oh man, well, StarCraft is love, StarCraft is life.
StarCraft, yeah, exactly. She didn't understand, you know.
I don't understand. They'll always be there for you.
Yeah, StarCraft. I guess for me, the game I'm looking for the most is probably it's a theoretical one. It's Portal 3. Even though they say that Valve can't count to 3, I still hope that Portal 3 comes out because I love everything about Portal, the lore, the character, just like the design of it, the world, everything about it. It's just amazing. Like I don't know if you guys have played it, but you guys, since you guys are my friends, you guys obviously know that I'm in love with Portal. Like,
yeah, I mean, you had their theme song as your ringtone for like.
I still have it.
Yeah, like it.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love Portal so much, and
you also had a wallet, if I'm not mistaken, or was it a hat?
Yeah, I still have that wallet.
Yeah, I think it's almost good.
And what's it called? When we were doing graphic design, AutoCAD, I actually got a 3D printer and I designed the companion cube, and I have it in my room. I actually made it and whatnot.
Wow, you're so cool.
Yep. I don't want to toot my own horn, I know.
Is that how you get the girls?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Once you trying to court a girl and you bring your companion cube to her, be like,
and ask them why they're so angry.
After, yeah, I was about to say.
Here, have this box.
Yeah. So when did everyone begin, like, gaming, the passion for gaming begin?
Wait, George, I don't think I heard your upcoming favorite game or that you want.
Yeah, mine said Portal 3.
Oh, sorry.
Marcos, you first?
Marcos isn't listening. You know,
you-
everything George says what goes in one ear out the other.
Are you in this
It's
I've
podcast?
been
okay.
discovered.
It happens to me too.
So I guess I'll reiterate my last question. What is when did everyone's passion for gaming originate from?
I guess I'll go first. Since I was a little kid, I've been playing Super Mario 3 on the NES. That's when we started off playing, and I was always interested by just having a challenge in front of you and trying to complete it. But to me, it was more interesting it being in a game rather than in real life for whatever reason. And then it just started. I got a Game Boy Advance and I got Pokemon Blue, and I was just so impressed and wowed by what was possible. And mainly in this, for me, it was Pokemon. I was like, "Yo, Pokemon, they're freaking awesome, dude! They should be in real life." And it just another game kept coming out, and it just kept going.
Is that why you like Pokemon Go so much?
Maybe.
It was kind of like real life Pokemon.
I mean, I'm still playing it till this day,
Oh,
even though we can't go out.
Pokemon Go, you're still playing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not max level, but yeah. So like, I don't play it like.
Wait, what's the max level?
Non-stop.
I didn't even know there was a max level for that.
The max level is 40.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's like your character max level.
That game
But
was
they
so
recently
cool.
added PvP to it. It's still pretty cool, Snakierbod.
Are you
I just
sponsored by Pokemon Go?
No, I'm not.
Maybe
we
one
can
day.
make it happen, yeah?
Yeah, make it happen.
Hey,
Did
SavePoint.
you Pokemon Go to the poll?
You bet your ass I did.
All right. I vote to kick George out of here.
Oh, no.
Agreed.
No.
Craig, can we get this going, Craig? No.
Okay, how about you, Snakebot? When did your passion start?
Probably when our family friends used to babysit me. They were older
Mhm.
couple. They were like in their 60s, 70s. But I remember the guy. I don't remember their names.
The guy.
Yeah, I don't remember the name. Oh, man, it's so long ago. But he had a Nintendo. So we would play Super Mario, and I would get so excited to go over there so I can play it with him. Well, that's probably like when I started getting addicted to video games. Was then.
Did y'all ever play? Did he have Super Smash?
No. This was
Smash
like
Bros?
no.
Oh,
So
not the Nintendo 64.
No, the NES,
No.
you said.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So like the super old one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really remember Nintendo stuff that much. But yeah, then I ended up getting a PlayStation for Christmas, and then that's when I really just got addicted.
It was popping off, dude.
Yeah, that's when it went downhill for me.
Did your
Not uphill,
parents-
downhill.
Did your parents ever get upset with you for playing too many video games?
Oh, all the time,
Was it
dude.
too
That
much
was
passion?
that was the majority of me getting in trouble all the time was just playing too many video games and not doing enough chores and stuff.
I was about to say,
That-
would you do your homework? Or...
Yeah, no. Well,
No?
I was pretty good in school, but I was also addicted to video games still.
For me, it was like, oh, it's due tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow in class. I can play some more games.
Oh wow.
And then I wouldn't do my homework and get in trouble.
You're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Let's see. My passion for gaming started when I was a really little kid. So like 3 or 4 years old. I think the very first game I played was Putt Putt.
Wait,
Putt
what?
Putt Goes to
Wait,
What?
what's that?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, it was So I played on
So-
like this really old school computer. I think it was a Linux.
Okay.
And so it was a bunch of like mini games, and it was cartoonish. It was just for like little kids to play and stuff. So I don't remember too much, but I remember being like a purple car.
Putt.
Dude.
Yeah.
And
it's
we
like a
thought
bunch
we
of
were
mini
real
games.
gamers.
Yeah, you guys thought you were real gamers, but here
We don't
I
know
am.
what putt-putt is.
How old are
Nah.
you?
Yeah, you guys don't know what Putt Putt is? Come on. You guys need to get educated. But
Oh.
yeah, that was one of the first games I played. And then it went on to playing on the NES. I
Mhm.
think I remember playing Mario on that and like Mortal Kombat.
Dude, oh yeah.
Yeah, and so I also have an older brother who was like 10 years older than me, and he's also liked to play video games a lot at the time. So I got a lot of influence from him and just watching him play as well. So that was my favorite thing to do growing up, was to watch him play. And he played a lot of Nintendo 64 and a lot of StarCraft. So I spent many hours just watching him, like sitting next to him, watching him play StarCraft, and it was like the best thing ever.
You know, funny thing about like looking up to your brothers and stuff. Well, Nick, he's obviously older than me. Back when I was in elementary school, he was in middle school. He had just gotten home, and we would live near Eddie's house. And we would go to his house, and he had a really good computer because we didn't have a computer at the time. And they were playing old school RuneScape back in like 2004. And I was like, yo, I want to play. And they'd be like, no, nope, you can't play, no. and then I was like, come on, I'll use your account. And they're like, okay, you can play. And so I started playing on their account. But then like I was like, I want my own account. So I made my own. And then sneaky me would always just play on it when they would be like, okay, it's your turn to play. Because we would all take turns to play like 30 minutes each.
But then you got banned.
No. Actually, I got hacked.
Yeah.
Some guy was like, hey, do you want membership? Because I thought you needed it for Dragon Slayer. So I was like, yeah, I need it. He's like, oh, I can help you. And just give me your account. And I was like, okay.
Oh no.
And I was so close to finishing that quest, dude. Oh my god.
I'd be lying if I said I'd get hacked in that game either. that game's brutal.
I mean, I play RuneScape too, but I don't believe I ever got hacked. But I've also never bought a membership. I was like, nah, I don't need it. I just play everything for free.
No, I needed it, man.
He needed it.
I was gonna become the pro, man.
You're gonna go pro in RuneScape.
I was gonna be Sezima, #1.
You're nice beside him, but I mean.
Oh no.
No, you can't say that name here. No.
I guess for me, my passion began when I was a wee little lad. I was playing. My aunt had a Game Boy. This is like the big Game Boy brick. Like it's a gray one, not Game Boy Advance. And I would play Mario on it.
The Game Boy Color, no?
No, not color. It's just a gray brick. It was just called Game
yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, I know what you're
talking about. It was
gray
brick and like had pink buttons on there.
I don't know if it had pink buttons. I think it was blue.
Like two colored buttons.
Oh.
Like purple, bluish. But yeah, like I would play Mario on it, and then I would get really upset because whenever I would go in the water level, I would just always die. So then I would tell my uncle to do that level for me because I was really young. I was like no older than 4 or 5. So then I would ask him to play for me, and eventually we start like he was really into football, so he bought Madden for me, and I would play Madden with him, and he would let me win sometimes.
On the Game Boy?
No,
Sorry?
not on Game Boy. I transitioned to like GameCube or Xbox, the original Xbox, or the PlayStation. And yeah, like ever since then, I would get the newest console that was out during the time. Gaming became a passion for me as well in RuneScape. Like, I remember.
Wow.
I just remember, like, I was in middle school and everyone was there. Everyone's like, "This is the game. That's so much fun, and we could all play together." And one of my my closest friend at the time, her name was Belen. She would play a crap ton of RuneScape, and she was like, "Come play with me," and I'm like, "Okay." So then we start playing.
Okay.
And we started playing RuneScape, and I was like, "I love it." But she was a member, okay, and she would go to these sections where I wasn't allowed to since I was not a member, and she would make fun of me, and I would be really sad. So then I went up to my aunt, and I'm like, "Blood, can you buy me a member?" Like all sad. Like as a little kid, right? And then she's like, "Okay, Jojo, you could. How much is it?" And I'm like, $12. And she's like, "Okay." And she puts her credit card, right? And I'm like, "Hey, member." But I didn't tell her it's a month, $12 a month.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
So like I was just there playing RuneScape for like a whole year, and then she didn't notice, or it just went to autopay. So she just didn't realize that it was from the game. So until she like look at her bank statement. She's like, $120 from what? RuneScape? What is this?
Jadix, what is this?
And then she came up to me and she's like, I thought it was $12. And I was like, well, $12 a month, duh. Like,
Oh no!
Can you not add?
Later.
Hello.
you didn't read the fine print. It's your fault, lady. But yeah, like she was like, I thought it was $12. I'm taking you off, and I'm like, no, please.
Cutting you off.
I love RuneScape, and this is like middle school, elementary. Like I was really young, and my user tag at that time was like xdragon 2005. That's how long ago, 15 years ago.
Wow, you really have a thing for putting years into
I got
your
it from
name.
my family. My aunt's email was. I guess I shouldn't say it.
Yeah,
It was something 2003 at something. And my mom's username as well, her email was something 2003 at whatever. So I just got it from them. So I'm just like 2005, yeah.
You'll never forget what year you made it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Did any of you guys have like RuneScape significant others?
No.
Like in the game?
Actually, it was actually Eddie's cousin's cousin.
What? Does that even mean?
Like Eddie's cousin, but that dude's cousin.
So just Eddie's cousin, like second cousin.
Well, it's because I don't know if it was like Eddie's cousin. Well, yeah, I guess his second cousin. I don't know.
And it was a girl?
But like, yeah, we would get on, and yeah.
Okay.
And at first I was like, her name was like Paola or something, if I'm not mistaken. And at first I was like, I don't know, dude. What if it's a dude? Like, no, thank you. And then they're like, no, like they actually showed me a picture like in person because they were family, right? And I was like, oh, she's pretty. Okay, I can do this. So we would get on. We would go to Barrack and we would just chill on top of the rooftop on top of the church, and we would just chill there and talk. And yeah,
would you spin in a circle? Like you guys both follow each other?
Yeah, we would follow each other. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Eddie would also just come and we would all just chill there. But nothing crazy.
No.
I mean, for me, no. Since I was like in middle school, you know, like elementary, middle school.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that got away, Martha.
Exciting,
yeah,
you know?
she was the one, dude.
She was the one, yeah. We're gonna have a virtual wedding on RuneScape, you know?
For me, I didn't have a significant other in RuneScapes or any video game. I think that's kind of weird. But then I hear stories of people actually doing that. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Finding true love online.
What happened to us? We met online.
Yeah, but we weren't dating online.
Well, it's because like it's a little more sketchy when you're dating. Because I mean, nowadays it's a lot easier, but you just don't know if it's an actual girl or not. And if you have a preference, it's kind of like, uh-oh.
Yeah, also we met through Xbox and we had voice comms. So I know you're a cool person, and if you don't know who's behind the keyboard typing, you could be some sweaty guy.
I mean, Andrew thought you guys were pedophiles for the longest time until we met in real life.
Oh no.
He was not convinced.
I mean, I thought you were pedophiles until you invited them to your wedding.
Yeah.
Do you remember meeting us?
I remember, yeah. We were just getting lined up and you guys came in. I was like, they're real.
So wait, I don't remember inviting these people. Who are these?
Do you remember when you got really drunk and me and George took you to the restroom? Do you remember the conversation we had in the restroom?
Whoa there.
I'm gonna have to go with no on that.
You know, if he actually was being dragged to the restroom, do you think he would remember that?
No, we weren't dragging him to the restroom. We were helping him to the restroom.
Helping, dragging, same
quote
thing.
unquote.
I remember getting to the bathroom by myself one time, and that was bad.
We were with you in the restroom, and then George Yang, you were talking to George Yang. You're like, "I'm way better than you as Bane.
Okay.
You suck.
I remember that. Okay.
You suck at League of Legends, George. Just admit it, man.
I could have been
I'm way
out.
better than you."
That.
Oh my god.
Still trash talking while drunk.
Yeah. And George Yang was like, "Okay, Snakierbod, you're drunk. I'll let you have it. It's your wedding.
Oh yeah.
It's your wedding. You're better than me. Yeah, whatever."
Man, even when I'm drunk, I'm still safe.
I don't remember being there.
Oh.
What happened?
Well, you see, Marcos had his own little party that night.
Oh, okay. You're not wrong. Oh my god.
I regret not inviting Marcos now.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have been really fun there too. Like,
yeah.
Next wedding.
But
Next
also,
wedding.
to be honest, like I did have a money like restraint and stuff.
Oh.
I had to stay within a certain amount of people. So
I thought you said that. Oh yeah, we had enough money.
Yeah,
but
me
just
too.
didn't
I
want
was
you
like,
to-
oh, okay. Lift the desk. Craig, get you over here. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm so pissed.
Oh no.
if I could go back now, Marcos would be there. All right?
I also the one thing I enjoyed as well, the memory was when we're gonna drink with your mom.
Oh my god.
She was like, "You guys gonna take shots with us?"
My mom can put down some alcohol, let me say.
So we all started taking shots with his mom, right?
Really?
Yeah, she was just like, "I'm so glad that you guys are real," and saying like, Michael has real friends. He doesn't really have any friends.
Oh my god.
Hey, I want to hang out with your mom, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was just like, "Oh yeah."
Oh man.
And then
Yeah, we're real.
and I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna let your son come to our wedding?" And she was like, "Yeah, he better go to everyone's wedding. He better go to all y'all's wedding."
Yeah, I have so many weddings to go to. You guys only had to come to one.
That's true. Yeah.
Marcos, are you going to invite Snakierbod to your wedding?
I don't know, man. The budget, it might not be there.
Might not be there.
He keeps saying he's gonna invite me just to prove a point.
Yeah.
What point?
Invite him to mine.
Yeah.
Poor Marcos.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the very last topic. What does everyone hope to see in SavePoint? We'll start with Darlena this time.
Okay. See, right now I'm really excited that we have launched SavePoint and that is going really well right now. In the future, I would like it to grow really big, and I want to include more people in our content creation. So just including our audience and our fans in our videos, just to have them submit really good plays that they think they did well in or something like that, and do like a highlights reel for them. I think that would be really cool.
I think I'm just most excited to see where it goes. Like I wasn't a part of iNation at all, so I've never done anything like this. But I'm finding it really fun and just being able to make content and stuff. Just really excited to see where it goes and help with everything.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited to just be a part of it.
Yeah, just
Part of
doing
something
it
that's
would be really
growing.
fun.
Yeah.
I personally, I know we have never talked about this, but it's something that I would want to see is getting into having our own teams. But this is like super in the future, and if we totally have the budget and successful wise, into having our own esport teams as well.
Oh, okay. I was just like, what do you mean teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like compete.
Yeah, like setting up an organization.
Yeah, dude, that would also be one of my dreams as well. Like for like a long-term goal, like would be like creating your own like organization. Like TSM was just like what we were doing, but just they did it really early, and they were able to contact these players like when the game was brand new and create that team. So if we just came here, I mean, if we did iNation and continue doing it, we could have been possibly one of those orgs, because that was the direction I was going to try to lead iNation to, because I knew branding was really important, and they were able to get a community and eventually become like CLG or TSM, or these are all esports team if you don't know what these are, but yeah.
That's what I would want to see in the future. For now, I would just want us to grow as much as possible. Yeah. Pretty much it.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll just continue what I said, like that, and also just creating content and including the audience as well in some of we can make in our content as well. So we could create some kind of contest, like I said. I'm just repeating the same words.
The record button is stuck. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, something's going on here.
But yeah, like doing these little events where the community can be involved would be really neat, and it'll encourage a lot of people, more viewers, and more hands-on things. And let's see what the future holds for all of us. Honestly, this is just the beginning, and I know something great will come from this. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. You know, like, yeah, you go.
I'm personally excited for you guys to do like real life stuff again, like how you held tournaments and stuff.
Maybe we'll do that.
That's a maybe. I feel like it would be nice to do it, but I feel like it would be a lot easier to do it online nowadays.
True, yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, literally anything is possible. We just have to talk about it as a team. And I know if we're able to have a proper discussion about it, and we have a goal and a vision, we could probably accomplish it. Because we're all pretty mature now. We know what we want. We know how to get it. We just have to have the drive for it now.
Yeah. You know, really depending on our demographics, we could also just do like meet and greets and stuff and just hang out with people. Yeah, that'll be fun. Just to get to know our audience.
Yeah.
And especially since we all know each other and we're all really close friends, I feel like we have a strong team. Like, I like everyone that's so far have been part of it, of SavePoint.
I agree with that. The person I like least is George.
It's a good way that she looked at you. She's never gonna let it go.
Never. I'm never gonna let it go, man.
Okay, well, I guess that's a good time to leave it off with Darlena hating me.
Forever.
Yeah.
Write it in the books. It's done.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for listening, and hopefully you follow us on all the socials. Does anyone else want to add anything at the end?
No. SavePoint. SavePoint.com.
Discount code Tally1.
Not sponsored, by the
way. Okay, well, thank you for listening, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.